today. I'm working on the ML350 2013 model. And the problem with this very car here is that the compressor failed. And the failure on the compressor came in a very terrible way that I never expected this car to be. So in this very episode here, I'm going to be breaking the video one after the other. So if you want to follow up, if your ears have a problem, then this should be able to help you. Okay, the first start here, which I'm going to be using to start this video here is most of you who are coming from Nigeria, if you have a problem with your Mercedes and you are thinking about bringing it to me to fix, I'm going to be charging you twice what I charge to fix BMW or some other makes on Mercedes on my service charge. The reason for this is because most Mercedes that I've seen, the main major problem, even if Mercedes is watching this video or maybe any of their researchers is watching this video, I think you should be able to help them to improve in their R&D development. Most of the major problem I've come across in most Mercedes that I work on is the compressor, denser compressor. So it is not a bad thing if they should look for a better company, maybe like Sandon, or even if they want to do a partnership with a Value, it's not bad. You know, Value and Sandon, they have a lot of proximity, similarities with their compressor. It hardly fails. So why I'm saying this is 2013 model, for Christ's sake, 2013 model, and this car look like mint. When I mean mint, it look like mint. You can still perceive the whole fragrance inside, like as if they've never used it before. Okay, you can see the mileage on it. All right, now the real mileage right there is not the one on the downside, is 1,451. That's it. The other one, the way I'm looking at it, I don't think it's 196. If it is having 196 kilometer on it right now, that should be some sort of a trip to it. So if it's having 196, it shouldn't be looking this brand new. This is 90%, 95% brand new car. So, and this is 2013 model. There is no fucking way, if it is BMW that's gonna start having this kind of issue, this kind of nightmare by this very moment. I repeat, if it is BMW, there is no way. Even if it is a normal Toyota, it won't. So I don't just get it. Now, during my own data analysis, the piston that was engineered for this very compressor, it is very light. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna bring it out, but what I'm talking about is when you see the internal diameter, it's very, very little. It's very small. So I don't know if it is something that Denso did for their own kind of a shitty thing. I don't know, but I'm saying the major problem that I've come across in most Mercedes is a compressor. Now for 3 models, C200, W203, the major problem I see that always attack the compressor first is this pipe right here, this suction pipe and the discharge. They often get degraded inside and start leaving particles inside. Now in this rebuild episode, let's get to it. Why I'm saying is contrast to BMW is I worked on a X6 2008 model recently, and the compressor that came with it has not been replaced, and it is still backing up. What's the difference between this and that BMW? BMW engineered their own compressor, and Mercedes of all people is letting Denso engineer their compressor, and that is where the shitty mess is coming from. So I am not expecting this kind of car that is a look like brand new to start having a compressor issue. And based on my own technical analogy, there is no system overcharging. I repeat, there is no system overcharging. There is no oil, there is no lack of oil in the system. So I have tried and tried to figure out and fizzle out exactly. There is no any electrical issues. I have tried to find out exactly what happened, why that compressor failed, and I couldn't be able to establish that fact other than structural failure. Structural failure. So if you're going to be starting this, like I said here, you're going to be needing a 17 millimeter, and you torque this upward. As soon as you torque this upward, this tensioner upward, then you remove the belt. Then when you remove the belt, you have 3 bolts that is securing it in place here, which you can use 10 millimeter socket like this to be able to remove it. Then the other one right there, which is securing the compressor in place, you can be able to use a 6 millimeter hex to lose it out. And there are just 2 of them on this discharge as much as on the suction. You can see the other one that is hooked to the ground right there. Then when it comes to the fan, this is the electrical connector right here. All right, you press it here. My hands is really dirty. Yeah, you know, you press it here, then you pull it out. When you pull it out, then you have the fan right here. It doesn't have any bolt that hold it in place. You have first clip right here. Clip is here. So you need to open this a little bit, just a little bit. Drag it out a little bit while you draw this one up. Then you drag this one a little bit, you drag it up. Then you pull the fan straight out and the fan should come out. Now, while you're trying to unhook this one from the condenser, the discharge that comes from the compressor to the condenser is being secured by 10 millimeter bolt, which you can see right there. So when you lose it, you want to leave it right there so that you don't misplace it. Even if you misplace it, it's just a normal 10 millimeter. Then another one you want to be losing out also when you get done is a suction. After that, I'm going to be taking this piece by piece so that the video shouldn't be too long though. So the next one here is the suction line here. It's being secured by 10 millimeter. When I mean rebuild, we're going to be flushing the entire system because it's completely